JJJinks
Truck Stop Knives!
Still got the price tag on it. It also came with this little ball of lint. JJJinks Truck Stop Knives! Hello, everyone. So I've been doing a lot of editing this week. I've been trying to process through my my older content. I think I've posted like almost 2 hours of stuff so far this week. And I'm having a lot of fun re-watching all of the stuff that I've been doing from my brother's visit and from my road trip. And I'm just tired of editing. So I thought that I would take a break from that and do an unboxing. Now, this isn't something that I've had the idea for a long time. Finally, I pulled the trigger on it. I went to eBay and I bought a lot of TSA confiscated knives and tools. There are a number of people who list these lots on eBay. The prices range quite a lot. The number of knives you get in the lot ranges quite a lot. So I just kind of hunted around until I found something reasonable and I wanted to give it a shot. I've actually had a knife taken from me by the TSA before. Although technically they didn't confiscate it. I literally didn't know it was in my bag. And they found it, and then they asked me, well, what do you want to do? Do you want to take it back? Because in a lot of airports, you have a place where you can send a package to yourself. Or if I want to get to my flight on time, I can forfeit it. So I forfeited. It was $110, which I've got 2, so now I'm down to 1. That's all right. I'm going to open this package with my Higo no Kami, which I've been carrying with me and using at work. And I really like it. It's small enough to fit in the 5th pocket of your jeans. And I've been using it for more than just opening boxes. I've actually processed some samples with it, and maybe I'll show that to you sometime. I've been doing some filming in the lab, showing you like what I do for a living. And anyway, but this is neither here nor there. So the package came really quick. The seller actually contacted me a couple hours after I placed the order, basically saying, you know what you're getting, right? The sellers that I've seen were very upfront because about the quality and about what you're getting, because, you know, the quality is obviously can range from like new to very battered. And I'm guessing that maybe they had some issues in the past when somebody placed an order and they were like, wait, these knives are all beat up. What is this? So they all say, look, these knives are not going to be good condition. Some of them. Let's just dive right in. Let's see what the TSA have taken from these people. Now, another thing to say about this is that the TSA does sort through their confiscated stuff. And they will sell them off at auctions. If you go to govdeals.com, I think it is, you can bid on stuff that the TSA confiscates. And I went and I looked on there, and I did see there was some Benchmade knives and ZT and Buck and CRKT. So they do sort through this stuff, and they take out the higher ticket items and auction them off separately. These were purchased in bulk. Like people go to I don't know where. And it's like an auction, and they'll buy like giant bags of this stuff, repackage it, and sell it on eBay. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of bubble tape. Bubble wrap, bubble tape. All right, first thing I found is it's still got the price tag on it. It's one of those Swiss Army knife knockoffs. It says Henry. This is Henry's knife. And on the other side, it's Pikes Peak, Colorado, elevation 14,115 feet. I've never been to Pikes Peak, but now I can say I did. $14.99 for this knife. The usual configuration that you see on these things. It's got the scissors and the file and the saw, screwdrivers, that kind of thing. The corkscrew. Yeah, I'm already pleased. And here we have some kind of a, well, it's a bottle opener, corkscrew combo. There is a blade on it, little pen knife. It's blue, it's got a keychain, there's a button. Oh, there's a light, and it works. How about that? And it says, Sats Family, hashtag drink up, 2018. So maybe this was from a bar crawl. It is a little bit banged up. This seems like something that might have had sentimental value to somebody. You know, they lost it to the TSA. If this belongs to anybody out there, let me know. I'll give it back to you. I know what it's like to lose something sentimental. Next, we have one of these little Victorinox knives. I don't remember what the model is. These are just like the really small generic ones. It's got a pen blade, pen knife, and then a little scissors usually. Yep. And the toothpick and the tweezer. It's all there. It's all there. And on the back it says Edward Jones. Like an investment bank or something. I don't know. These little knives are very popular in the survival prepper community because they're so small. They can go in like a little bug out kit. Wrangle Star put together like a survival kit in an Altoid box, which was kind of a fun video to watch, and he included one of these in there. A couple of neat little multi-tools. Let's start with the pink one. It's CABELA'S branded. So I'll have to look up what this model is, how much it's worth. I'm curious. So this is one of those. Yeah, everybody knows what these are, and it comes with tweezers, which these are spring loaded, and that's one of the things. I'm not a big multi-tool guy, but if I do carry one, I would want it to be spring loaded because it just makes it so much easier to actually use the pliers. And there are a couple of marks on it. It is a little bit scuffed up, but not too bad actually. I got another one. It's black because this one is a bit beat up. I don't know. It's got some kind of a Columbia. I think it's Columbia. Yeah, that's the Columbia logo, right? I don't know. It's got a flashlight, little keychain hole. Let's see if the flashlight works. Oh, cool. It swivels out. It's got a little protective cover on it. And then I'm assuming, how do you activate it? You gotta screw it or unscrew it. Is it like a mag light? Or there might not be any batteries at all. So it is an LED, so it probably works. It also came with this little ball of lint. And this one is also a spring-loaded tweezer, so that's cool. And then you got your other tools. Ugh, that's stiff. So this side's just got the flashlight. The other side has a few tools in there. So I'm actually very pleased so far. This is different. Holy crap. Okay, I'm going to begin with this little familiar guy. This is an OZARK trail camp knife from Walmart. It looks very used. This is not the $1 model, but they've been making these for a long time. And at one point, they actually made them where the logo was actually cut out from the blade. I'm not surprised that I got one of these. I was expecting an OZARK trail at some point. And this one is another OZARK trail knife that I recognize. This is a Generation 1 of their $3.87 line. I'm pretty sure it's Generation 1. I think they called it the rail knife because of this weird rail up here that I don't know what it does. It's got this fake carbon fiber look, but the grips are actually kind of rubbery, and it does look like it's in used condition with some chips and scuff marks. The blade feels fine. Centering is fine. All right, 2 OZARK trails. Oh, cool. Here's another brand that I'm familiar with, MILWAUKEE. You can get MILWAUKEE branded stuff in like Home Depot or Lowe's, those kind of places. And I've never actually owned one. Oh, that's neat. It's got okay. Let's break this down. It's got the low-ride pocket clip. It's got a little symbol on here reminding you to wear eye protection. I'm assuming this number down here is a model number, serial number perhaps. There's a flipper tab, so this might be open assisted. Kinda. Actually, it's not. D2 steel. Oh, D2 steel is actually really good. A lot of people really like that. It's a tool steel. One of these days I'm going to do a video all about different steels. And another thing I noticed on here is that it's got this little circular piece. It is a frame lock knife, and that prevents over travel. The first time I saw that was on the Kershaw Cryo, which is designed by a guy named Rick Hinderer, and he's kind of a big deal in the knife world, I guess. And I like the red spacer here. That's different. This is a nice feeling knife. Okay, this is another brand I'm familiar with. KOBALT used to be sold by Sears, and that is no longer the case. They actually stopped carrying KOBALT at some point. Not really sure. I don't know anything about this one. There's a button on it, and I'm wondering if if I push this button, will the blade come out? The answer is no. The blade will not come out at all. So yeah, this is like a safety button, I guess. Yeah, okay. You push the button, and now the blade comes out. And you got the KOBALT brand here. It's got a reverse Tanto. It's a little bit tight, and it rattles. Oh, I guess that click at the end was the button, the lock coming back in, which is satisfying. And centering's not that great though. But that's okay, as long as it doesn't collide with the liner. Check this out. An OPINEL. These are not expensive knives, but they're very good. This is a little one. I have a number 8. This is a number 6, and I was actually thinking about getting a number 6. I got my other one right here. Let's compare. This is the number 8. Yeah, see, mine's different. So it just says OPINEL, France, Carbone. Oh, you turn the collar. Ooh, that's rough. This collar needs to be cleaned. It's very, very tight. Oh gosh. And the blade. Couple of fingers pointing at a crown. OPINEL Inox. And I can't get the collar to turn. There it goes. Wow. Very cool. None of these are a plant, by the way. The TSA sorts through these things. You know, I'm not gonna like throw in a Benchmade and be like, oh my god. Oh, it's a bunch of keys. I've seen these before. These are SOG, which is a major brand. It's a little slip joint knife. Ooh, this is well used. And that's pretty much it. There's a little button here. That's a little awkward. Okay, a little backlock SOG key. This one feels much cheaper. It's very light. I don't think that's brass. This appears to be probably zinc coated with something to give it that color. Oh yeah, this is definitely made in China. Well, I'm sure that most of them are, except for the OPINEL. Well, you got a little sheep's foot style pen knife there. Here's a black one. No. Oh yeah, that's another SOG. Check that out. Just a different color. And less used. So this is what the blade on the previous one probably looked like when it started. Wow. I wonder if this one was all black, actually. There's a little bit of black paint up here, too. So, I don't know. And I got 2 of these. That says Swiss Tech utility. How do I use this? I don't know how to... Oh, there's a... But how to get it going? Yeah, I'm going to look that up. Okay, so I figured it out. Turns out you just pull it apart. I just wasn't using enough force. I didn't know how it worked. I didn't want to hurt myself, you know. But you can see up here there's like a little groove that this arm sort of sits in. So if you pull hard enough, it will release. And then you can swing it all the way around. And then that little pin engages on the other side to lock it into place, and you're left with this. So here's your little Phillips head screwdriver, little bottle opener here, and on the other side it's a blade with serrations. And somewhere it looked like there was a flathead screwdriver. Well, anyway, there's a little slot down the middle that the blade sits in, so when you go to push it back together, oh, there's the flathead screwdriver, it's up here. Then that's how you close it. So that's the Swiss Tech utility. I got 2 of them. I got one of these. A wine bottle opener / regular bottle opener. And on the other side, it says JBC Digital Incorporated, Castle Rock, Colorado, and a phone number. So this is one of those things that they give away at trade shows, I suppose. Oh, it's got a knife blade on it, too. A little slip joint, kind of large pen knife. Stainless china. Got a bunch more of these. So here's another one. This is one of those, what do they call them, a dumb waiter? It says Murano, patented in Italy. So this is one of those 2-stage wine bottle openers with the, yeah, it's basically easier to get the cork up and out without breaking it. Here's another one that says MESSERMEISTER. And it's curved. The font is like a little bit fancy. The corkscrew is kind of cocked off to the side, so this is a well-used one. And it also has a little knife blade in it. What do you think? Hawkbill? Oh, I wasn't expecting that. It's a serrated Hawkbill. And I got another one. It feels a lot more minimalistic. It's slimmer and smaller. It's got a little itty-bitty serrated blade here too. I guess that's for I don't remember what it's called when you scrape the skin of like a citrus fruit. Bothers me, I can't remember what that's called. And then this is the last one. Also curved, but with nice wood, pinned wood scales. Also in a very well-used condition. Yeah, and that's everything that was in the package. So wow, I gotta say, I'm very impressed. I thought I was just gonna get like a whole bunch of beat-up Snap-on knives or something, but I got some name-brand stuff. I like the multi-tool with the flashlight. I'd like to slap a battery in there and see if that works. I'm very surprised about the OPINEL. Like I said, it's not an expensive knife, but it's very well respected in the knife community. I'm happy about the Victorinox knife, even though it's got Edward Jones on the back, but whatever. And I was also very pleased about this MILWAUKEE knife. It's actually really well designed. The MILWAUKEE brand is, I don't know, I always kind of think of it as a cheapo brand, but now my mind has changed. This is a nice little knife. It could use a little oil. You can hear the pivot. Oh, it actually opened that time. Yeah, it needs a little bit of care, but this is surprising how good the quality is on this thing, and it's hefty. I don't know what the scales are made out of, but well, one side's steel, the other side is some kind of a rubbery plastic that's got some knurling. I like this a lot, and I didn't see this before, but on the blade it says HARDLINE CSS. I don't know what that means. Maybe it's a company. That edge looks like it could use some work. I can see some chips in it. So, but D2 steel, I mean, even if it needs to be reground, that'll hold an edge for days. I'm also very curious about this Sats family Drink Up 2018. I'll have to figure out what that means. So anyway, yeah, I'm very happy about this. I thought this would just be a one and done thing. Like, I ordered this package, and I was like, well, maybe I'll order a package from another source, another seller, because I don't know what I'm going to get. I might just get a bunch of crap and be disappointed. So if I get another one from somewhere else, maybe I'll have a different experience. But after that, I'll be done with the whole TSA confiscated knives thing. I didn't think it would be worth it. I didn't think it would be fun, to be honest. Like I said, just the surprise of opening this stuff would be all of the value. But I got some pretty good stuff. Yeah, I'm happy with this. So if you ever get curious about doing a TSA confiscated surprise bag, drop by eBay and give it a shot. That's all I have to say about that. JJJinks Truck Stop Knives!